I know a place where the beer is good and cold, where everybody young and old can put the whole world on hold. I know a place with a flashing neon sign where everything's just fine and there's always a good time. I know a place with a pair of swinging doors, with a good wood dance floor and good drink galore. I know a place with a dark and smoky room where whiskey and perfume scare away doom and gloom. So let's go where there ain't no bad news. Let's go where nobody sings the blues. Let's go where we ain't got nothing to lose. Let's go where there's booze.
Hey guys, how's it going? Derek Griffith here, and you are listening to Chicken Bone Alley.
What's up, boys and girls? There it is again this week. New album out now from Rebel Son. Let's Go Where There's Booze, and that's the title track right there. I'm David.
I'm Sterling. What's up, guys and girls? Yeah, go definitely check his album out, along with many other he's got. It's good drinking music, good hanging out with your buddies' music, whatever. You'll be well entertained for a while, I'm sure there. But anyway, man, yeah, we back at it again this week.
Back at it again, back here. And I'm gonna go where there's booze right here, So back here on Chicken Bone Alley, presented by SRI Performance, Stock Car Steel, Draco Springs. Boy, it's been a week of it again.
Yes, it's interesting now. All this stuff opening back up. You got all these people that's kind of terrified to be normal and whatever, and it's kind of funny, really. You go out places and things that like this past week, we went down to the beach and we got to ride a little bit in the waterway some. Enjoyed that. It was cold as hell, but we enjoyed it. We did. It was fun. Getting out was pretty, but anyway, so we was coming back through there on the way back home, and just so happened to see the Hooters was open. The little 5 or 6 seats or tables they got out in the patio there.
Yeah, they let us eat on one. So
yeah, we got
Hooters
out there.
Again. Gonna call y'all out again. If y'all feel like getting an advertisement on a podcast here, then we'll be glad to put it on there. Just for we work for Smoke Wings.
We work for Smoke Wings. That's it. That's pretty easy. Pretty easy. But no, man, it was just so odd. It's so weird seeing these Hooters girls walk around with Windex bottles and
masks
and everywhere. Just every little thing they do is just, I don't know. It's just, I don't know if it's supposed. I don't know. But it's weird. But it feels weird. I've said this before, but it feels weird to go out and eat somewhere now.
Well, I mean, it did, and it was. We actually were fortunate enough to be able to go out and eat twice this past weekend.
Yeah, we went to Creek Rats down in Merle's Inlet. Really nice place. Had some mahi tacos on the river walk there. Or the marsh walk rather. It was jam up.
Well, I had me a good old soft shell crab sandwich, and I don't know if I'll ever have one again. It tasted amazing, but
I don't know what it did to you, but
I've never had a shellfish allergy in my life at all, and for some reason that night my hands and my feet, I felt like I could scratch them completely off. So I don't know. It was weird.
Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I don't know what happened, Bo, but yeah, that wasn't good for sure. Swole up and all that. That ain't good. But
no, it wasn't good. It wasn't good. It wasn't good at all.
Wasn't. But yeah, you might want to try something different next time. I suggested mahi tacos. They were fantastic.
I might try them.
Try those Creek Rats. Anybody around, go try them if you like some good old mahi anyway. But seafood in general, they got some good stuff down there. It's fresh and real pretty place down there. So go check them out.
What was so funny though, is we got finished eating, and right where we were eating at is on the marsh walk. It's right there on the little bridge deal thing, pier, dock, whatever you want to call that thing. And we went out and walked all around it and everything. Well, I saw that was Saturday. No, that was Friday night. We did that. Well, I saw, and people were walking all around it. It wasn't anything unusual, obviously, but I just saw yesterday where they just opened back up the marsh walk, and I'm like, did it ever really close?
I don't. Yeah, we had no problem. We had zero problem.
We had no problem.
So, but yeah, it was nice. We rode on up to Holden Beach, right outside of Holden Beach, up in North Carolina. Good little ride. It's probably 40 miles one way from where we put in right there at Bass Pro in North Myrtle. But went up there, and of course all the little bars and restaurants on the waterways closed still up there for even for outdoor. So we had to turn around and come back and eat a bologna and cheese sandwich, but it was all right.
That was a good bologna and cheese sandwich.
That was a good little ride. It was fun. So,
but I'm gonna tell you, as cool as it was never hot by no means that day. I don't think we ever took off pullover, and we're in May and we're still wearing pullovers.
But it's gonna be 90 degrees this
Saturday. Yeah, now this Saturday is gonna be 90. But I'm gonna tell you what, people were out there. There was some having a big time out there. A lot of kids, they was out there playing in the water, and I'm like, that is
tubing and
too cold,
and whatever in the world else. I can't do that. I can't hang, but yeah. So as we left Hooters, we coming back through there, and speaking of Myrtle Beach area, passing right through, seeing the racetrack for. And from what we hear now, it's gonna be closed up after this year. I think they're gonna run to full
August.
They're closing in August. Wow. So they're not even running the big
October race.
October and November or whatever race.
Yeah. So that.
Wow.
That's horrible.
That is sad, man. I don't know. I mean, I can't blame them, kind of, sort of, but I mean, the money they're going to get and the money that land is worth right now is probably unbelievable.
I don't know. And I guess it's just two complete different points of view, but I feel like myself that if someone owns a racetrack, they obviously like racing. They're not owning it just to say, hey, I own a racetrack.
I would say that years ago, but I don't know now.
Well, that's true too, but I don't know. So I feel like these people should think the way I do. And Myrtle Beach Speedway, that place opened in, what was it, 1958?
Yeah, 58.
That is one of the oldest racetracks around here, in the country, period.
Oh, yeah.
And there's so much history. I cannot believe Myrtle Beach or South Carolina, whoever, has not made that a historical marker.
Man,
just because, which would be super cool, but I don't think that's going to happen.
No.
And because, I mean, there was so much NASCAR action that went on there. Not really Cup Series stuff, but there was so much late model sportsman. And
Busch Series
and all that stuff.
The Hooters Pro Cup, man, that was huge back then.
Jam
Hooters
up.
Pro Cup was running. So I hate to see it. And there's a lot of word about tracks possibly closing and or minimizing, and I hear something about Chicagoland Speedway is going to sell off a bunch of acreage.
Yeah,
I don't think they're going to close the racetrack, but they're going to sell off a lot to put houses or whatever on there. So I don't know. It's just I guess it's this year in general has not helped anything on keeping racing alive.
No, it's been we talk about racing because that's what we talk about is racing. But sports in general, it's been horrible on. I mean, and I can understand Chicago doing it because, as much as I hate to say it, the number of people going to a race isn't what it used to be, by no means. And so I can understand them selling off some of the acreage that they used for parking because they're just not filling up this parking or anything.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I can understand that, especially when they did away. Or I don't know if Chicago's done anything with seats. I haven't seen where they have. But all these tracks have done away with half the seats, it seems like.
Yeah. It's a lot changing. And, they were talking about that today some on NASCAR radio. They were saying how, this was going to, starting back with no fans was going to hurt so much. Well, how many people would go to Darlington, fans-wise? I'm just going to say up there, 100,000 people, just say.
Yeah, if you count seats and infield, you probably
say 100,000 people.
Yeah.
Okay, that's 100,000 people. Look how many it's going to gain being the only live sport right now on television. I think it's going to, I really believe, I think they had a million viewers on the iRacing.
For iRacing, yeah. 1.1, I think, for one race. Yeah.
So, it's going to be, I think it's going to be a big jump for NASCAR for a lot of reasons, being one, it's the only live sport. Two, a lot of people were still following kind of Ryan Newman deal. He's coming back. A lot of Matt Kenseth fans coming back. So for a lot of reasons, it's gonna be a good look for NASCAR, and it's gonna be a good look for Darlington right here down the road from us. I still hadn't thrown completely out that we ain't gonna go over there and sit in the tailgate and listen to the cars anyway. We might just ride over there. So, but I don't know. It's interesting to see, but we'll see what happens. As far as all the tracks around, I hope everything stays going. And Dillon, we talked about last week. They started back up last week, and from what I understand, had a decent turnout.
Yeah.
I know David's got a little bit of results there to talk about. So
yeah, they ran Saturday the 9th, and they run street stocks, the Legends, and the Challenger AR series. Hey, I got a good trivia question for you. Of all street stock drivers, mass street stock drivers, who you think won?
Gary Ledbetter.
Gary Ledbetter Sr.
Senior?
Yes.
Wow, that's great. Well, I got it right.
Well, same car, so I mean, the same car won.
Same car won.
They just swapped cars.
They could put Gary Ledbetter Jr. in there, and he'd win it. So it ain't gonna make no
Junior the
difference.
third.
Junior the third.
So, anyway, Gary Ledbetter Sr. won the street stock race, followed by Ricky Locklear Sr.
Wow.
Wow, it's senior day. Ricky Locklear Jr. finished third. My buddy AJ Hyatt finished fourth. I had to get him on there one night. Talk with us. That'd be a fun conversation.
Absolutely.
Kyle Lynch finished fifth. Legend Cars.
They put on a good show over there.
They're fun. They raced last time I went over there. They ran when was that? 1st of March, end of February, somewhere in there. Me and Landon went over there and watched, and they put on a good show. This race, as we said, wasn't nobody able to go in there but the people with the cars.
Right.
I think they were streaming it on, I forgot what they were streaming on, but they were streaming on something. Anyway, Austin Thompson won the Legend Car race. Jada Reagan, sorry if I say that wrong, Bryson Ruff. Fourth was William Cox, and fifth, Sam Butner. Challenger AR series. They had a pretty good little field in it. The Legends had a real good field. They had 21 cars now.
Wow.
Challenger looked like they had 12. That's good field considering the odd circumstances.
Yeah.
Ross Dalton, he won it. Followed by Ricky Locklear Jr., Toby Milligan, Wayne Locklear, and fifth was Michael O'Brien. So they had a good weekend of racing over there. I watched some video from it, and it looked like they had some good racing going on. So that's good, and they're running again on the 23rd. So if they said now they hope to have grandstands open back up on the 23rd. So we'll see.
Wow. Yeah, I hope so, man. We'll see what happens. Nothing else, maybe half capacity or something.
Yeah, that's probably what they're probably going, because they got chairs over there on part of it anyway, I think.
Right. Yeah.
No, they got chairs around the whole thing, I think. Anyway, they'll probably have like 2 chairs, block off 2. 2 chairs, block off 2.
Yeah.
What I'm figuring to happen. So
yeah, they'll make it work. Just whatever it takes. I don't really care. As long as it's getting something going back on the racetrack, that's cool with me. But the old iRacing deal has pretty much, I don't know to what extent, but pretty much come to a close and come to an end as far as the invitational stuff on Sunday or whatever on Fox or whatever. And I think it's really freaking awesome where they ended it, man. North Wilkesboro. I haven't downloaded the track yet. I haven't been able to, but David, you have, and from what I can tell, it looks pretty much daggum just like it did back in the.
It looks like 1987.
Yeah, I'm telling
North
you,
Wilkesboro.
that's awesome. That is.
It's awesome. It's really cool. They got to work on. They pushed it out really fast because there was just a big response. They didn't plan on pushing it out to June 2nd. Well, there was such a big response. People just begging for it to come out after the invitational race that was on Fox. That Steve Meyer said, "You know what? We got it ready. Pretty much. Let's push it out.
Right.
It's enough to if there's little fixes that need to be done, we can do them on hot fixes. And
well, I think that's like you said, though. I think the main thing was they were holding on was the setups.
Yeah, they still got some work to do there.
Yeah, so I think they kind of concentrated on getting a fixed setup for the Cup car.
Yeah,
to be able to run that Invitational, and I think that's what they've got to spend the rest of the month of May doing is getting those other cars, getting a baseline setup for North Wilkesboro and A wheel.
Well, the Cup cars, I tried it in the Cup cars and trucks, and the Cup cars and trucks are pretty good. Cup cars are real good. Truck is real good too. I also tried it in the regular old late model stock, the first late model that was on iRacing. It was good. It was left front tire felt like it was bouncing. It felt like a basketball for some reason. It just bounced all the way through the corner. Street stock was super fun, but you carried the tire. The left front tire always is from gas on out of middle 3 and 4, 1 and 2, either one,
nice.
And gas on all the way off to the straightaway. So it looked really cool. It didn't handle worth a crap because it would load that right rear up, and all of a sudden you get out the corner and it just spin the right rear something serious, and you spin out. So
yeah,
but it was fun.
Well, that is cool, and I'm looking forward to that, getting the time to get on there and run some, and especially once they get these, once they get the setups up there, and that'll be fun.
Well, they also announced after the race the other day, and by the way, Denny Hamlin won that race, so he bookended the little series. He won the first one at Atlanta, and he won the last one.
Timmy Hill won the points.
Timmy Hill won the championship. Yep,
that's awesome.
I don't know. William Byron actually didn't run. Jeff Gordon run 24 car, which was cool because we talked about that last week. Why wouldn't Jeff Gordon run? I don't know why William Byron didn't run. He should have run something.
Yeah, you would think he would.
Because
I guess he wasn't born when that track was being run, so he didn't want to participate.
I don't know.
Who knows? But anyway.
So, Denny Hamlin won it, and I think he punted Ross Chastain on the last lap, though, to win it.
Really? Wow.
Or either bump and run. I'm not sure. I didn't see the last lap. I just saw the results. We were on the water.
Occupied a little there. But anyway, so that is cool. Like we said, guys, we got racing coming back to Darlington this weekend. It's a really kind of screwed up schedule. Kind of what we want to talk about some from what everybody has heard or hadn't heard, whatever. What little bit I know, and David knows a little bit more about what the schedule is going to consist of. It's going to be kind of interesting, man. From what I understand, they go on racing at 3:30, and I don't think the cars is going to get there just shortly before.
I'm going to go with more or less there was a lack of schedule.
Yeah, that's pretty much it.
I was listening to Door Bumper Clear. They said the teams can't even bring out a grill for them to cook for the crews. They told them there was no eating in there. They could eat in there, but it had to be something either brought with them. They could send the truck driver out to go to a fast food restaurant or some sort of restaurant to pick up stuff or get catering. Nobody else was allowed in the track. They can't grill out in there. And that was it. And so
crazy.
Nothing.
Crazy.
And the spotters can't go in the track, so how they going to get food?
Right. They got to just go. They got to walk straight up to the tower. Yeah.
Well, they're not even going on top of the tower. They're going on top row of the stands. That way they can distance themselves out more.
Wow.
Which Brett Griffin was talking about. He said, that's going to give somebody a lot bigger advantage. Because if you're positioned more down towards turn 1, you cannot see coming off 4.
Oh, no. No.
You
they need to put them in a section. Somehow or another, separate them in a section.
Well, I agree, but somebody's going to be way lower than somebody. And
well, I mean, I know, but, them sections are pretty darn long. I mean, you could put, every 4th seat, 3rd seat, put somebody, daggum. But
I know they, Brett Griffin and Freddie Kraft was talking about, they have a scheduled time. They have to get up there, get a medical check, which I guess they just
take temperature.
Take temperature, ask some questions, and you're done. Brett has to be there at 11:30. Freddie Kraft has to be there at 12. They have scheduled time to get there, and then they said they were showing them their spots and stuff like that. So I don't. It's gonna be weird.
It's very weird. Well, from what I heard too, I don't know the time, but I heard that the Cup drivers were to come to the racetrack suited up gonna pull up with their actual personal vehicle outside of the racetrack
Oh yeah.
and walk to their race car. That's it.
You got to drive from Charlotte in your race suit.
Man, that is crazy, isn't it? So I don't know.
You go see a lot of them down the road. All of a sudden, changing on the side of the road.
Out, changing, but so and yeah, they got 16 people. I think is the max.
That's max, but that's too many in my opinion. If you're gonna do this, do it. Forget the pit crews, or if you have a pit crew, let it be your road guys, whatever. 16 people, they were going through it. You pretty much had everybody you needed, plus 2 more.
Right.
So,
yeah, I don't really understand that either.
I think we could have brought it back to looking somewhat like old racing.
Yeah.
If they'd have kept it to, say, 7 people maybe.
Well,
5 pit crew guys, which could also be in car mechanics to get it through.
They don't know how to do that, Bo.
I don't care. I don't care. Well, I'm not saying you run the pit crew guys. I'm saying run your road crew guys.
Yeah.
Run your road crew guys. Let them dudes pit the car.
Yeah. Well, that's true. I mean, that they could do that.
Let them dudes pit it. They got to be there to get it through tech.
Right.
And then have, an engineer, obviously, and your crew chief. Right. And that's it.
Well, it's going to be interesting. I think for a couple reasons. It's going to be 90 degrees Sunday.
Yeah.
It's going to be slick. There's not going to be any rubber on the racetrack. These race cars are coming from the race shop straight to green flag.
I can tell you the biggest thing that's going to get worked out in turn 1 on the first lap. The brakes.
I got a feeling that's going to definitely be the case. I was listening to Denny Hamlin. He was talking about it. He said he wasn't really worried about it. All these guys were professional, and they'll jump right back into it like riding a bicycle. And he said, he said the first couple laps in the race will be the fastest laps of the race. So,
well, there's half of them out there stupid enough to do it, and I understand.
Dude, I just want to shake the car down a little bit. I'll be honest with you.
I was telling you a little bit about it. If you haven't heard already, what they're doing is at lap 30, and I think what they're hoping is these guys just kind of take it easy for the first 30 laps, but that's not going to happen, especially at Darlington. They're going to get as many positions as they can in the first 3 laps, and then they're going to end up single file. But after 30 laps, what they're going to do is bring down. You're going to keep your position. Your position is locked when that yellow flag comes out. The top 20 are going to come down pit road, look over their car, do whatever to the car, change tires, blah, 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 fuel it up, whatever. As long as they beat the pace car back out, which pretty much means they got a minute.
Yeah.
Ish.
Plenty time.
They'll have a minute to look over the car, do whatever. Then they leave out. Then the next group of cars comes in. The next 20 cars. So maybe, 21st through 40th, because there's 40 cars in it. They get the same thing. Once they get back out, beat the pace car back out, they get to keep their position. Once they all get back out, they're going to do another round of this.
Yeah, that don't make any sense. I don't know why you don't just have a 15-minute red flag.
That's what I say. Bring them all. Well, the only thing I'm figuring they're wanting to do is just keep less people off pit road at one time. But I'm like, dude, you're outside.
Well, not only that. What's going to happen on lap 86 when there's a caution?
Okay.
And everybody pits.
That, but also, what is the difference in once they're finished with that pit stop, they're going back over the wall, stand at their pit box. They're going to be just as close.
Mm-hmm.
I don't understand it.
I ain't figured it out.
I hate to tell them, but 5 pit guys, your tire guy, whoever goes runs your fuel back and forth, all that stuff, all those people cannot stand in your box 6 foot apart from each other and have a pit box there.
No, not at all.
But they're going to be wearing masks. It's okay.
Yes, I don't know. We'll see. I don't know, man. We're gonna see. It's like you said. It's gonna be very strange. I think the MRN broadcast. I think there's gonna be 2 or 3 in the box. I think Dave Moody's gonna be one.
Well, they said they were getting everybody that was local in Charlotte or this area.
Yeah. But Dave Moody normally being a turn guy,
Right.
he's going to be up in the booth calling the race, from what I can understand. There's going to be two corner guys. Fox is not even going to be there.
No,
They're going to be in Charlotte broadcasting.
might have
it
some
from
camera
Charlotte.
guys there, but that's gonna be it.
They're going to have Regan Smith being the only track
Gonna be a pit guy.
pit road reporter by himself, and I guess one cameraman or whatever following him. And then from what I can understand, they're going to be robot cameras and drones.
It's so crazy though, because I'm wondering, and I know we know some people with NBC and stuff. NBC has had that track for God knows how long now. So I'm wondering if it's actually the Fox trucks going and hooking up, or if it's going to be NBC going and hooking up and then just letting them use their stuff.
Yeah, I kind of think, and I don't quote me on this by no means, but I kind of think, and I think I remember hearing them say that they kind of lease the camera company out.
I got you.
As far as the equipment,
They just hook into it
and
with their
just
production
hook
trucks.
into it, right? So, but I'm not positive of that. But I think, but anyway, they all work together. Those two, NBC and Fox, they work together a lot, from what I can understand. Yeah. So, like for instance, when an NBC's got the series and a truck race is going on at the same track, well, Fox covers the truck race. So they work together, however that works. But anyway.
Well, I've seen on every iRacing race there's been on, NBC has promoted it on the Fox, for the Fox stuff too.
Right.
Also, one more cool, I say cool, it's kind of cool. I kind of wish they would have done a full field deal. They're doing a random draw. They didn't want to set it just by owner's points because there's been so limited races right now. So what they're doing, but it still kind of is, what they're doing is sectioning them off in groups of 12. So top 12 in owner's points, 13th through 24th on back. Sectioning them off in groups of 12. They're doing a random draw within those 12. So I think somebody said Kyle Busch was 12th right now in owner's points. He could potentially get the pole. Kevin Harvick, I think this is first, and so anyway, I mean it's not really gonna make a difference for the most part.
It's not. It's not. I guess they're just doing that to add a little bit more, adding something to it, I guess. But I think they're gonna to go back. Well, like you said earlier, they're running 40 cars, and if I'm not mistaken, the Cup Series ran 36 cars. They're running 40 now. I think the Xfinity was 36 as well, if I'm not mistaken. 35, something like
34,
that.
34, I want to say, yeah.
The trucks were running 32, and they're running 40.
All of them's extending out. They said it's the perfect time for a starting part because those last drivers are all getting the exact same amount of points, same amount of pay.
Right, same pay. So you can't go wrong.
No.
And I think Tommy Baldwin's coming back to run the Cup car, so he's going to make it in. He's going to get that little bit of extra that may help him.
I didn't see who was driving the car. Who was driving?
I saw it, but I cannot recall his name. But so it's going to be kind of interesting to see that. We got what's his name? Tim Vines, I believe, right? Tim
Vines.
Tim Vines. He's going to be definitely getting in to race in Charlotte a couple weeks, or next week, I guess it is.
The 26th, yeah.
So it is. So that'd be interesting to see, and hopefully we're going to be able to get a chat with him. I hope here in the next week or so, but we'll see. But anyway, what I'm getting at is it's really cool to be able to see that them guys not had to worry about putting forth the effort to not even make it in the race right now. Not having practice, not being able to if they just going out there and qualifying, it'd be very tough for them to make it in. So, but from what I understand, in the next couple of weeks, they're going to try to go back to qualifying. I don't know about practice. I don't know how all that's going to transpire. But, I look for this to grow weekly pretty quick.
I do too. The 600, I hear it's supposed to be a full schedule.
Oh, good.
They said, well, and that was kind of, I guess that was Marcus and Bruton Smith's thing, is they were like, look, let's have a little sense of normalcy here.
Right.
I know we're getting some extra races here, but let's keep the 600 the 600.
Right.
Want everything about it, same qualifying, everything.
Well, it needs to be.
Yeah, it does. And I'm so glad Darlington, these first couple races didn't count as our race for this year.
Oh, absolutely. That would
I'm
be terrible.
so glad we're still getting the 500 in September.
I think we'll have fans in the stands by September.
Yeah, I do too. It might be limited seating still.
Well, see, that's another thing too. How can they? If I've done bought my ticket,
I know,
and 60,000 people have bought their ticket, how are they going to say you can go to the race but I can't?
I know.
So I don't really know how they're going to do that. I'm gonna say, and I hate it, but I'm gonna say that the races that's already have tickets sold at, they're gonna have to either run no fans at all or let them all go. And I don't know what's going to transpire there.
Well, I agree, but I mean, there's very few. Darlington 60,000 fans is full capacity.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah.
I seriously doubt they're sold out already for the 500. I know it's been lately.
It's been pretty close to sold out.
It's sold out, but it's always been within the last week or two here lately. So I got a feeling. I mean, you obviously got to let your season ticket holders in, and because they're kind of first deal.
You would think
you got to let your sponsors in. And you're gonna give them so many tickets. So the only thing I can see them do is say, "Hey, we're not selling the bottom grandstand pretty much, but we're gonna spread everybody out from these top seats that had tickets already to the bottom grandstand."
That's possible. That's very possible. Who knows? It's gonna be interesting. I'm looking forward to being able to go back to a race for sure soon. I don't know. I don't really know when it's going to transpire. I don't know. Even sprint cars, super late model racing. I don't know when that's going to transpire. Lakeview's coming up. I think they got a race this weekend coming.
Yep.
Florence Motor Speedway got a race coming this weekend.
Yep.
Fayetteville's got an open practice. I think it's coming up soon.
They actually scheduled a race already.
Okay.
They scheduled the what's the name of that race? The Carolina Sprint Car.
Carolina Sprint Cars, okay.
Yeah.
So, but I don't know if any of that's going to be allowed to have fans. I don't know.
It's looking like no.
Right.
I think they're all hopeful that here in the next week or two that they can. And this is my thing. If you can allow restaurants already to have people inside, as of the 18th, they can be in there eating as long as they're 6 foot apart from each other. Now, you and your people at your table don't have to be 6 foot apart,
right?
But the tables have to be at least 8 foot apart, something like that.
Right.
So, if you can do that inside,
right?
Why can't you do it outside?
Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff there that we're gonna kind of see come about, and I think it's gonna progress rapidly. Once things start happening, especially once the temperatures get up 90 degrees this weekend, you start being able to get out and do things, get around, and people start to see that, oh, okay, this really isn't, just spreading this virus or whatever around. I think it's going to start opening things back, getting back to normal. So, but I tell you what, until all this stuff's lifted, you guys cannot forget about your PPE stuff.
Nope, can't forget about it, and we got a perfect place to get it from. Head over to SRI Supplies, SRI-supplies.com. Head over there. They got everything you need from face masks to hand and surface sanitizer, nitrile and latex gloves. They even got thermometers. Any eyewear you need. Protective suits. These scientists on TV, they wearing protective suits. If they wearing it handling the virus, why ain't I wearing a protective suit?
Wow. And guess what? When all this virus stuff's over with, and you still got a protective suit, you can use it sandblast with. So just use it. Get it.
Use it. It is good PPE regardless. You can always use gloves. You can always use face masks because especially the N95 stuff. They're great dust masks. They're great.
Oh, yeah, you use them grinding, sanding,
whatever,
painting.
anything.
Do all kind of stuff with it.
So go to srisupplies.com, sri-supplies.com, I'm sorry, for all your PPE needs. Give them a call if you need to, 704-664-3044.
Yeah, well, like I said last week too, man, he's stock car steel and aluminum. And like I said too, all this racing getting back up. I hope their inventory is selling out pretty quick, because all you guys need to go check them out. They got a lot of stuff to choose from. Pretty much anything that you need to build your race car, repair your race car, whatever the case may be, they got it. But like I said last week, and it's still going on right now. There's a lot of companies opening back up. So having sneeze shields is going to be a requirement for your local governments and stuff, you know, in order for you to start back. I know, like nail salons and hair salons and tattoo shops, you name it, all that stuff's opening back up. Now, it's going to be hard to get your hair done on the other side of a sneeze shield, but maybe it can happen. I don't know what they're going to...
I mean, I saw that one where the people reaching through the umbrella and stuff.
There you go.
Kind of funny.
There you go. So, you know, anyway, check them out. Stock Car Steel. They've got sneeze shields, $100 a shield, and you know they're all adjustable. They have the gap transactions, you know, for your transactions there. So fully custom made. Just check them out. They're built to order. Period. So 888-752-7272 or at www.stockcarsteel.com. Check them out, guys. I'm telling you, it's not gonna be no rinky dink splash sneeze shield. You definitely gonna like them. So go check them out.
Yeah, those are really good. Draco Springs, their 2020 catalog is online. It is ready for download for PDF on the website sriperformance.com and purplespring.com. And I'm gonna tell you what, you can't get a better spring on the market. Any of your spring needs, they from anywhere from late model stuff, to dirt track stuff. From, you know, they can make custom springs for whatever you want.
Anything.
So,
I even noticed that the dirt street stock on iRacing is running Draco Springs. How about that? That is pretty cool.
We got Purple Springs on the car.
Yes, sir.
And if you see our cars on iRacing, we got all of them sponsors on there.
Yes, sir. Check them out.
And
buy 300 Customs.
About 300 Customs. Yep, Darren, 300 Customs.
Job.
Yep, he did good. Was really cool. They put it out Monday. Yeah, Monday. They put it out on SRI Performance's Facebook and social medias. They got T-shirts and hats now available. Guess what?
Sir.
We got a hat already
ourselves. I'm telling you, there's some bad hats now.
And some bad hats.
There is some nice hats, I will say. Matter of fact, I here my full-time job is part owner in a machine shop, and I just ordered some hats the other day, and I ordered some Richardson hats too. So just
Same
like them,
hats,
they are some good hats. So check them out. Definitely get them. Get you a shirt. Go find them at all your local racetracks. Go check them out. I'm sure they're going to have them there for sale along with all their parts. Anything you might need for your race car while you there, get you a hat, get you a shirt, whatever you need.
Get you whatever you need. And also, finally, we've been talking, well, we haven't been talking about this on here, but me and Sterling have been talking about this. Finally, Chicken Bone Alley has a promo code.
Yes, sir.
We have a promo code on SRI. You can go on SRI's website, Stock Car Steel, 10% off with our code. The code is CBONE10.
That's it.
Put it in at time of checkout, and that is C as in chicken, bone 10. So CBONE10. Put that in as your promo code. Or if you're giving them a call, they said just tell them the code.
Tell them what it is. It's all right there. Tell you what, man, you buy your 55-gallon drum oil, or you buy you a bunch of stuff, that's going to add up. That's going to take some money off, bro. 10% is 10%.
10% is 10%. That'd go a long way sometimes.
That'd go a long ways.
So
you'll definitely keep that in mind. Definitely use it.
And that'll tell them you sent, or that we sent y'all there. So y'all go use it. Buy as much as you can from there. I know a bunch of you guys getting these tracks started back up, and it won't be long. Y'all gonna need some parts. So
yep,
y'all go check them out. use CBone10 as your promo code. And
Sweet.
And that'll get you set up. And just remember that SRI Performance is your one-stop shop for all things racing. So, back to a little bit of racing here. We had a little bit of Thursday Night Thunder again last week on iRacing. Back on Thursday, obviously. I ran it at Kokomo.
Kokomo ain't really your best track, to be honest with you.
Jesus.
I'm the same way, because dude, I'm tell you what, once it slicks off after about, I don't know, 2.5 laps,
Yeah.
you is dead in the wall, son. I'm talking about on the wall.
That Corey Gordon ran it with us too. He was able to be back this week. He ran really good. He ran second in the sprint car race in 360 sprints, and he was running. Actually, he qualified pole after the heat races and all. He started pole for the pro late models.
Yeah,
went down in turn one, and somebody never lifted whatsoever. Drove straight up under him. He was up in the air when I come by, and I was just on the binder as hard as I could to keep from running over him. So anyway, first lap, he is dead in the back, and that is the hardest track to pass at.
Yeah, I agree.
It's so ridiculous. So I don't even know where I finished.
I think he finished top. No, I think he finished 11th. He almost said you a top 10.
I think so.
Something like
I was
that.
all right. I was running like 8th, and
yeah. Well, that track's nothing but clean air. You get out front, you gone. I mean, I think the leader had a freaking 3-second lead at one point.
Yeah,
I mean,
he was gone because
it's so hard to pass. You cannot pass, and I don't know. It is what it is. I think y'all going back. I heard something about Charlotte. I'm not sure where.
I heard him say Charlotte. I'm not sure.
I don't really know why.
Find out
I don't know.
night.
I mean, there's 8 dirt tracks or whatever on there now. So why?
I think we need to go to like Knoxville.
It's somewhere different. Y'all
I could
run
do
Charlotte.
Knoxville. I could do
Knoxville.
Knoxville.
Knoxville's better.
I could do Knoxville.
I like Knoxville, but what you call it? The no wall track.
Lernerville.
Lernerville.
Lernerville will be fun. Lernerville's a pretty cool track.
Lanier.
You can move around.
Dirt.
Yeah, Lanier dirt.
I mean, there's plenty of them. I mean, why go back to Charlotte?
I hope I heard that wrong, that we was going back to Charlotte. But I guess we'll find out tomorrow.
I guess you will. Yep, so we'll see what happens. But anyway, coming up this weekend, the iRacing 4 Crown Nationals.
Yep, this all
May the 15th and 16th.
The Thursday Night Thunders lead to the 4 Crown Nationals, and
yep, and this is no joke. This is some money.
I'm thinking about maybe running the Friday night stuff. If I don't finish in the top 5 tomorrow night, I could, but I don't know if I will or not.
You can try it. I mean, what's it gonna hurt?
Well, if I don't finish in the top 5 tomorrow night, I doubt I'm gonna run the Saturday night stuff, because don't get me wrong, I feel like I'm all right at iRacing. I've been on there a good long time. But I'm not at the caliber.
Good,
I'm not at the caliber these boys are at.
Boys are good.
And I feel like I just probably wouldn't even make the main. So if I don't finish in the top 5, I'm probably not going to run the big show. But I may try to run the Friday night deal with the limited late models and the 305 sprints. I like the 305 sprints a lot.
Yeah, it's not paying as much money, but it's good. It's good racing. It's fun.
Yeah. I mean, I think there's 2,000 in one class and 500 another.
I think
500.
yeah,
something. I can't remember.
But I will say, I think you are real good at Eldora. So I think you do okay. I think you hold your own. It's hard to say, but like you said, there's going to be some heat. It's going to be a lot more, I think, than just the people that's been running this little Thursday Night Thunder deal. I think there's people going to be trying to get $3,000. It's gonna be tough.
Yeah, they're gonna see that, and that's gonna be a big draw.
Yes,
to say the least. Now, yes. I don't know what all tracks are running though, as far as real tracks around all these people's areas, because I think that actually has dropped off a little bit of our Thursday night.
That Murtaugh dude, I think he runs, and then I know Corey, of course, runs. So
yeah.
if they're out racing somewhere, that's going to take them off the hip. So
right,
that'll definitely help us regular people.
Which I couldn't blame them. I mean, I hate to say it, but a typical local show for say a late model might not pay but $1,500 to win.
Yeah,
so
I know.
Why not just run the iRacing? Stay at home, run the iRacing, might win $3,000.
Save your equipment and make double the money. Well, hey, go for it.
That's a win-win deal there.
Yeah.
So yeah, and that's gonna kind of. I mean, obviously, we'll keep running iRacing a good bit. We have fun with iRacing, but
we're gonna still do it. And I'm not saying we're not gonna try to promote stuff. I think we're gonna try to do that here soon and try to do us some promotional races and see who we can get, involved and get in there and have Terry and Clint and some of them guys kind of help push our stuff some and get some of their regulars to come in and run with us. We'll see. Who knows?
Yeah, I think maybe after they get going back at these go-kart tracks nonstop, we might hit up some of the iRacing stuff, and even if it just is the iRacing guys, that'd be pretty cool. I mean, regardless, it'd be big races and a lot of entries and stuff like that, hopefully. So,
yeah,
we can get us a good broadcaster partner.
Yeah, I'd like to see NRN or who knows. We'll see who can come up and come on board and help us out, because we're not too hip and keen on that whole part of it. Or I'm not.
I don't know about the broadcasting. I know how to host a race. That's about all I know how to do.
Yeah, I can do that. If I got money on my account, I can do that.
No, normally we'll get it all done up, ready to go.
I forgot.
Then realize you ain't got no money on the account. You gotta go recharge your account and redo everything. So
it's painful.
30 minutes later.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that's...
Well, we're going to see what happens. Everybody be on the lookout. Dave's going to post everything up as far as the Four Crown Nationals, the dates and times and whatever. I'm sure we'll repost that. So at the same time as all this is going on, the promoter of this series and the Big Four Crown Nationals is going to have his own race going on at his real life track, I guess you say, at Paradise.
Yeah, Terry Odom is the one promoting all this, and he's making it happen. And at Paradise, it was the Coroni No 1000. Well, they just a couple days ago have changed it to the Coroni No 1500.
Yeah, it's going up. They added a bunch of tracks,
classes,
a bunch of classes, and some money. And I look to see a good bit of people there.
Yeah, I think there is.
I know Possum Kingdom's running the same day, so that's going to be.
They are. I mean, that's a
good ways apart. So
it's 4 hour distance between each other. So
so I'm hoping that doesn't hurt either one of the crowds. I hope everybody has a good turnout, both of them anyway. And everybody do the thing they're supposed to do, and social distance or whatever they're asking you to do. Please don't. I'm all for it. I don't really think we need to be doing all this social distance and mess as much as we are, but do what they ask you to do, please. So just don't ruin it, because if we try to push our buttons too much, they're gonna shut it down completely for a while, and I don't want that. So let's let it ease back in and see what happens.
Yeah. Well, other than that, like we was talking about earlier, we got Timminsville Florence Motor Speedway. They're running this weekend.
Yep.
They're having it a big pit party is what they're saying.
Yeah, sweet.
Pit party in your car, which I completely understand.
That's awesome. You go sit up. I've sat in the infield, pulled up against the fence many nights. I love it.
Back your truck up there.
Oh man, I love it.
Sit on the tailgate and watch some racing.
Absolutely right. And I think the opening race of the season in Lakeview's this week.
Opening racing season is, and they're having they got a good bit on schedule there.
Yeah. What I understand, Speed 51 is going to help kind of cover that, ain't it?
Big time. Yeah, that's going to be on Speed 51. Our boy Mike Butler, he's going to be out there running in the American Crate, whatever it's called, street stocks.
Yeah.
USA Crate Racing. That's what it is. USA Crate Racing Street Stocks.
Hey, we're going to be pulling on him hard, man. I hope he's got that car. I know he's took it apart about 17,000 times. So
on that thing like something
it ought
serious.
To be perfect. I tell you what, that thing's going to be fast. It sounded good the other night. We went over there month or so ago. I know he was trying to kind of get the bugs worked out of it and get used to the car a little bit, but I am looking forward to seeing him on the racetrack. We're going to try to, if we can't make it over there, we're going to try to get Speed 51 on and see if we can't watch him, root him on.
Just trying to pull up the flyer here, let y'all know what they got. They have the Mid-East Mods, $750 to win, $75 just to start. So take you
I give me a mod over there and make me $75.
Yeah. Then we got the let's see, INEX, the ones that were at Dillon this past weekend, the Legend Cars, INEX Legend Cars.
Sweet.
They're gonna be over there.
They put on a hell of a show over there too.
Yeah, that's all. It's all pretty cool there. I was trying to get up some numbers here for you. The Crate Racing USA Street Stock Division is paying $400 to win. So gates open at 3. There is no grandstand seating, again, everyone, but they also are allowing you to pull in the pits. Now, in saying that, there's a lot of cars go over there.
Yeah.
It's going to be, I'll let y'all know all the classes go and run. They're running the Crate Racing USA Street Stocks, running the Mid-East Modifieds, obviously, SCDRA Sport Compacts, the Mod Lights, which are freaking awesome.
Awesome. Definitely want to check them out.
And the INEX Legends. So, in saying that, you better get there early to get you a spot.
Yeah. What's the gate times open? What, 3 o'clock?
They open at 3 o'clock.
Yeah, so I don't know how many
laps at 6:30.
Yeah, I don't know how often or how many spectator vehicles are going to let pull in, but I think it's like $30.
Right, it's $30 per
person. So,
yeah, so
if you take 4 people in there, you guys take you some money with you. But
well, they got to pay these classes somehow, and I completely understand when they don't have anybody in the stands. They got to pay these classes somehow, and I mean it's 100% understandable, and they can't pull the money out of thin air. So
no, they definitely can't. So I'm hoping everybody will get over there and give them a good turnout. Everybody that can, all the cars and drivers that can get over there and let's get this thing started. Whatever it takes to get just make something start. And I think that once you get the ball rolling there, I think you're gonna have, like I said earlier, you're gonna have it start back quicker, and I think it's gonna kind of start to be a lot more sooner as far as the spectators and all that, whichever. But I'm ready for it, man. I'm hoping I can get to somewhere and watch some racing this weekend. I don't know if it's gonna be Florence or it's gonna be Lakeview or Paradise. I ain't sure, but I'm going to try to get somewhere and see a little bit of racing.
There's some choices.
If nothing else, I'm going to go over to Darlington Sunday and listen to them some.
Just listen to it. Just outside and listen to them.
Hey, whatever it takes, bro. I might go to Sunbelt and rent me one of them man lifts, and I just get up in that thing. You know?
I'm telling you. Speaking of, not being able to go to track, but you want to know what's going on and be social with everybody as we're doing this social distancing. I'll throw this out here. We got a new partner. This we not really even we hadn't figured out all the specifics about it yet, but I'm gonna go ahead and throw them out there because it's really cool. Regardless, we work together or not, it's a cool app on your phone, and I'm not a well, I'm a little more phone person probably than Sterling is, but
yeah.
But I'm not all about the technology stuff all the time. But check out the app Checkered, and that is spelled CHCKRD. I talked to Chris with him, and he said they're too fast for vowels.
Hey, what's up with that? That's awesome, man.
That's awesome. But anyway, what it is a social media app, and it is, I would say,
it's kind of like Twitter or something.
I would say similar to Twitter, yeah.
Instagram.
But, well, more Twitter, I would say, probably. You don't get the word limits, thank God, or the letter limits, anyway. But It's a really awesome app, and it's really all about racing. Everything on there is all about racing. They got tons of groups for you to join, as far as it be. If you want to join Asphalt Late Model group, you want to join Asphalt Modified group, if you want to join karting groups, go-karts.
Sweet.
Anything. They got stuff that's even big over in UK and stuff like that. So,
wow.
Across the pond over there. So, they got anything you can think of as far as group you want to be a member of, and talk with people on there.
So you can post videos? Or?
Yeah, you can post videos, post pictures, put up what happened at the track. And speaking of what happened at the track, what they want you to do is go on there, and when you sign up for it, you put on there the track name, and it's got to be the specific exact name. You put that track name that you support. And when you do that, once they get so many people on it, this app, from the subscription fee, this app sends that track a check. And that is to go into the purse for that track.
That's cool. Absolutely.
So this app is giving back to the racing community.
Oh, I like that.
So it's never a bad thing. You go in there, just think about it. I'm going to throw Lakeview out there, for instance, since we've been talking about Lakeview. You go throw... put on there that's the track you support. Well, so many more people do it, and that's the track you race at. Well, eventually, you may win that money back that you spend on it. It's stupid cheap. You can do a yearly subscription. I think it's $2.49 a month.
Oh yeah!
Wow,
handle that. Pretty sure we can handle that.
I'm pretty sure we can handle that. We can handle that even during the quarantine. So
yeah. Well, hey, some people that's staying home with the quarantine making more money than they are if they go to work.
I promise you. So go on your phone. It's for
check it out. That's
Android cool. or Apple, either one. Check out Checkered social media app. Go in there, join you some groups, post in there. We're on there. So it's cool. Get this thing built up. It seems pretty cool. You're gonna see some cross promotions on our stuff and on their stuff for us, and likewise for us for them. So that's pretty cool.
Absolutely, man. Looking forward to see it. I think in the soon coming months, years, whatever, it's gonna grow a lot. Especially if the racing community can get involved with it, and let's see where it goes.
Well, it's so cool. There's a lot of bigger name race car drivers on there already. I sent Rico Abreu a friend request on there. He accepted it, so we'll talk to him. We'll see. We'll try to get him on here. Huh?
Get him on here with us, man.
So
that'd be
Rico's
cool.
on there. Uncle Rico there. He's on there.
Yeah, absolutely. That's cool, man. I'll tell you what. We got some stuff coming up this week. I'm looking forward to it. We're going to have some cut racing to talk about next week. Actually, there's going to be a race next Wednesday night while we're recording. So there's going to be a lot going on. There'll be a lot of racing.
That'll probably be on the TV while we're recording. So
I'm sure it will be. Xfinity race, I think, is Tuesday night at Darlington. Then we got Wednesday night at Darlington, and I think, I don't know, I can't even remember. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
Back Sunday will be at Charlotte.
Charlotte, right? But I think the Xfinity's along in the end. Trucks is even in. Arca's running Charlotte. So there's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on, and we'll have all that schedule posted up.
Also, go ahead.
I was just going to say, also, everybody, if you have not already joined our NASCAR Fantasy League, make sure to do so. I know we're a few races in, but that's all right. It don't matter. We like the weekly stuff, see who can beat up on who each week. It is listed under Chicken Bone Alley 1, I think it is. Or Chicken Bone Alley Podcast 1. Either way. You can find it on there. Hold on, I got it right here. So, either way, Chicken Bone Alley Podcast 1.
Yeah, I'm ready to get back in this thing because yours truly is leading the points right now. So, I've only been before races, but I've been doing pretty dadgum good. So, I'm going to try to get my thing updated or whatever I got to do to get it back rolling. And not really going to be able to pick qualifying points this week.
There's no I was just looking at it already. There's no qualifying picks this week. So, pretty much you got to put in who you think's going to do good and go from there. The good thing is you kind of know you know your top 12, you just don't know what position they're in.
Exactly.
You know your next 12, you just don't know which position they're in. So it's gonna be cool. So if y'all haven't joined us, get on there. You can still join.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Like I said, we like the weekly stuff. We like to talk back and forth and see who's doing what, who we pick, and all that stuff. We're gonna try to keep covering that on here.
Oh yeah, we're gonna keep doing it. Like I said, we're gonna waive everybody that gets on now. If you get on now, you in the 5th race of the season, you still you earn your waiver to be able to still win the points. And we're gonna possibly have some money in this thing towards the end of the year. We got to see how many people we can get up in it. So definitely go check us out and get your picks in.
Yep, get them in. Let's get ready to go racing, people.
I'm just glad that finally now, after 13, 14 weeks or whatever it's been.
Well,
10,
we had 4 weeks at the beginning that we ran because we started with.
Okay, so 9 weeks.
We started with Daytona and then we ran 4 weeks. And
I'm just glad we finally got some actual racing to talk about.
We're going to have a lot to talk about here soon. We're going to have too much to talk about.
Yeah, absolutely.
Y'all keep up with us on social media and stuff, and talk back and forth with us even on social media, because we got a ton to cover. And I ain't promising we can cover it all on here, but we'll definitely talk about it on social media and post up everything that's happening.
Yeah, absolutely. Looking forward to it, guys.
So, well, anyway, I think that about covers it for this week. Want to thank SRI Performance again, Stock Car Steel and Aluminum, Draco Springs, your one-stop shop for everything racing, for all things racing. So y'all make sure if you need any parts for your race car for this weekend, make sure you get them. Like we said, use promo code CBONE10 at checkout. Get 10% off.
10% off. That's a lot of money when you add a lot of things to that cart. All them things you need for your race car.
I promise you,
that adds up.
That's a ton.
That adds up. So yeah, y'all go check it out, guys. And again, we appreciate y'all for checking us out.
All right. Well, I reckon that does it. I'm out.
Later.
Let's go where they